The Nautilus web is blocking access to the lift. We have to deactivate the teletransporters. The Shikandas outnumber us, so we must take them by surprise. A man alone could go by unnoticed.
I think I got the message, Ashamira. I'll deactivate the Nautilus web.
Thank you, Wells. I knew I could count on you.
It's my pleasure, madam. See you later.
Wells. Be careful, all right?
Okay, welcome back to episode 9, the second visit to the monastery. Obviously the rebels can't enter the monastery without the bridges being there, so we need to make sure they are back in place. And in order to do that, we are heading out to this door, which we've seen earlier in our visit, but this time we have the key.
The gates are closed. I should have known.
Yes, but we do have the key.
Has broken down. I can't get it started.
You're useless, Semireth. I'm stopping the system.
Now this is a very tricky bit, as you can see. We've already been attacked without notice. One of the ways to dispose of this chronomancer is using the stun gun, or the steam sprayer, which we're going to put on 1, in combination with the chronophore on 2. So the sprayer actually goes past that, while the other weapons they don't. So when you then click on the chronophore, well, that's what it does. So that's an easy way to get rid of her. There is a bridge here, which if we stay here a little bit too long and check out the robots, we gotta get a jolt, basically like we did last time when we messed with that robot in the Shekandar Monastery. So what we need to do is we need to get him off the bridge, because we need to deactivate him. And so get rid of that one. So now that the robot is out of the way, I'm just going to show you that in this area there is actually nothing to be seen. But we did manage to get a cart moving, which is just about here. But it was stuck. So we have to try and find a way to get this cart moving, and we are just going to take a ride downstairs. So there are some people working here, but they are not very talkative.
I have to work. For the lords of the wave.
But the reason why we came down here is,
A lovely pile of scrap metal.
that robot has taken a fall. And he has dropped something.
A lovely pile.
So this is a disruptor, and we need that in a little while. There is someone that we can talk to over here.
My name is Semireth. I'm responsible for the other servants' work. What happened up there? The grinding machine is broken, and the lady monk might think it's my fault.
The person in charge must have left and won't be back for quite a while. My name is Wells. Tell me, Semireth, do you know how to get up into the monastery?
I don't know what you're thinking of, Wells, but the only thing that can go up into the monastery is ore. From time to time, a Shekindar comes to fetch a slave, but it's rare.
You should know that the rebels are going to attack the Shekindars. The time of fear is over. You will soon be free.
I don't know what will become of me, but you are crazy. Attack the Shekindars? You'd have to be insane.
If Ashamira heard what you're saying, I don't think I could restrain her.
Anyway, we are gonna go back to where we came from. These crates actually go up, which we can also use, but the elevator is still the better option. Now we are going to the second floor, where there is another robot here blocking our path. And he is quite violent too, but fortunately for us it doesn't harm us. But we do have this disruptor, which we are going to use because he was getting quite annoying. So what we have here is the control panel for this robot. And we are just going to let him do some work for us. So basically we're gonna try and get him to push the cart over there, but we need to find a way up again, and we're going to just wait here a little bit and then jump into this conveyor belt. It's not the fastest conveyor belt in the world. But it gives us time to relax. Anyway, we're here. Right. Now let's get that robot into action. So we have to get downstairs again. This button will cool the elevator. And we are just going to have to wait. Because this elevator is also very, very slowly. Oh, yes. Oh, there it is. Now, this cart has moved, but we actually need to jump into it from below. There's only one way to do that.
If I do that, I'll be reduced to pudding.
Okay, so when you're not quick enough, you have to wait for the next one to appear, and that's where this game is becoming... Well, it's taking the pace of the game completely. It's a bit of a shame, but anyway. So we are going up again. And this time we are going to jump off fairly soon. Because we need to land in that cart.
Get any further.
Okay, so we are going to get out pretty quickly because he will try and gas us and then shoot us. So we are going to just quickly pick up the Black Soul Gem here. And as you can see from the table there is the robot is missing. He was working on, so that's not good at all. We're going to enter this room. But before we do, we're going to equip ourselves with the stop time spell, because there is an adversary there which we need to stop. You can then shoot him with the chronomantic. Well, that was just on the edge. We've got a couple of controls here. One is over this side, which
Surveillance system. I should be able to see a lot of that.
you can't actually see a lot. There's just a fixed camera point of the robot there and the two guards. You can go up and down, but it doesn't do all left and right. You see there's another guard there in the tower who actually controls the robot, and that one is empty, so yeah, you guessed it, we are going to try and get to that control system. The other controls really don't do much.
Control panel must be for surveying the ore treatment.
But this flickering screen over here,
It looks like this desk controls the Nautilus web. Bingo!
The wave. I feel it approaching. Quick! Take some black salt.
okay, that wave came just in time because we were running out of energy. We have to find our way to the control room, which is just up here.
It's closed.
Okay, that means we have to go to the other control room, and we can't go through here
I couldn't go through there.
because we are not a child. But the other control panel is just over here, and you see that the robot is blocking their access, so we go to try and get rid of that robot. Now, as we enter here, we can see that there are two sort of warps here, which when we go through them, we will end up right here.
Here's a prestigious guest. You must be the famous Wells. Let's see if you're as strong as they say you are. How about a little chronomantic duel? You don't have much choice, do you? The rules are simple. If you deharmonize me, you may leave the platform. No point in using weapons. They've all been deactivated. Only your magic can save you. Let's see how you do.
So basically what we have to do is use magic against him. We're going to put the stop time spell on 1, and then we can use the sand to ashes on 2, and that should take care of him. Well, not too difficult. So there are a couple of items we're going to take. One is over here. Another sand globe. And the other one is over here, which is another crystal. We can use it, although I'm not going to top up at the moment. We are just going over here to the control room, and it allows us to control this robot. With the spacebar you go back, and with control you can actually fire. But there's no real need to fire at these guards because they are too hard to catch. But we are gonna get ourselves over to the other side. Where you'll find this other robot, and when you approach it,
This robot won't let us leave.
it will start to zap you. So if you hit the control button, you basically zap back. So now we have to go back and help the rebels get into the lair of Logosha, also known as Tetradon. Now we are going to equip ourselves with the chronomantic mask. We're going to put that on 1, and we're going to get our weapon on number 2. Because believe it or not, these guards are actually much harder than anything we're going to encounter. So we're going to put on our armor, equip ourselves. Hopefully we can sneak past here. Well, as it turned out, I didn't really need the armor, but in some cases it can be more difficult than others. And the segment we're about to encounter is quite tough. So let's see what they have to say.
We haven't the time. Let's go.
Always in a hurry, that lady.
Everything in its time, Voyager.
Okay, so let's enter the domain of Logosha. So we are going to try and free the king immediately, but when we do,
We must liberate Ulmereth.
First, we should take care of the robot.
you see this robot is quite annoying because it has a tracking beam that will follow us around, and when he finds us, it's basically game over. I can show you that, why not?
You're going to free the sad people, but they're going to be free of you. You lose, Voyager. I've warned you, you're finished.
Okay, so that's not the best outcome, but I hope to instead of following Ashamira, we're actually going to head straight towards the control room, which is on the other side. And in this control room we'll find a necromancer which we'll have to disable. So we're going to prepare ourselves with the stop time spell. We're going to put that on 1, but we also need a bit of protection because we are gonna get hit. So we're going to use the chronomantic armor on 2. So let's go. So he is stopped. Then we're going to turn these valves. You need to turn 4 of these valves in order to stop that robot. This guy will wake up. Just gonna zap him again. This is the 3rd, and then the 4th. That was just in time because he caught up with us very, very quickly.
You will answer for your acts, Voyager. I'll see to it personally.
Okay, so now he's gonna come after us and we need to get the hell out of here. Because we can't defeat this guy. He is too strong. Well, he's not too strong, he's invincible. So what we are going to do is we're going to rush off to see if we can free the king. And I'm taking a nice detour, which is also good for the surroundings, but hopefully I'll get there in time.
You've only gained a little time. It's not over yet.
Okay, so he will set off to free Ashamira, and I am not sure if there is a slight bug in this game, but as you could see, Logosha entered a certain combination, and if we follow these guys, we're going to go to the control room, but we'll have to find that combination. And if you use this machine, you can actually replay the video that reveals the combination. But because we were still trying to free the king, somehow it is not showing exactly where he stands. Maybe that's part of the puzzle, could be. We can see that that's the last one he punched there on the right of the left keyboard, but it's not too difficult to get right, but you know, it's not the best puzzle either. So we're going to head down to the control panel, which is over here, and we're going to start by pulling this lever all the way down, as well as this one. The 3rd one we are going to leave right where it is, and then we're going to press, I believe, this one, and that one, and then 2 times this one, and then the one over here. Excellent. Now in this next section we are in a giant hallway with...
It's an artificial arch. Tetradon must have given up looking for the coral arch and made one of his own. He wants to get to the gates of eternity, too.
There is something terrifying emanating from this arch, like an immense feeling of despair.
Logor Shar has committed an unimaginable horror. The door he created is made of souls. The souls of Sand People. Souls of all who believed in him and who became Shekandars.
But how is that possible? Do the Shekandars have no souls?
Tetradon replaced the slave souls with black salt. The salt gems gradually devour the minds of those who eat them, leading them to a catastrophic destiny.
That's horrible. But I ate some black salt too, like all chronomancers.
You must nourish your Jad Garul. But don't be afraid, Voyager. Your mind doesn't come from this time. It can't be affected by the venom of the salt.
Okay, so basically what we need to do is we need to activate this arch by obtaining the...
There's a pyramid of ashes floating above the statue.
These pyramids are the keys to the Arch's power. They're the souls of the Shekandars. But watch out, Voyager. Some keys open the gates of suffering.
So that basically means that there are, I believe there are 14 statues, and there are 11 keys. So there are 3 statues which are sort of booby-trapped, and the booby-trap isn't of that great impact, so we are just going to try and pick up as many as you can.
You are on the right path. The Sand People are hoping for the deliverance of their souls. But watch out for Tetradont's tricks.
So this basically fills up the arch, and I'm sure I will encounter one that is booby-trapped very soon. Well, so far so good. Okay, we got hit. And you can see that we don't have much energy left. So I'm not sure if we can get hit much more. But since we've got plenty of tools to regain our energy, we're just going to take one for this Let's Play's sake. You can actually avoid getting hit by using your, I believe it's the Veil of the Nautilus or a chronomantic armor spell. But we haven't got any Jad Garul, so I'm not going to use that. And since we're almost there... Almost. Well... Okay, that's where we came from. Let's see, did we have them all?
We must go through this arch. It leads to the Eternal Shores.
I'm not sure if we have all of them, but we can check by using the Nautilus again, like we did last time. And yes, we did get them all. So, through the waves we go again. If we time it right.